Laurie her life has been filled with resentment. You know, it just seems like relationship after relationship, from the comedian to her mother to Dr. Manhattan. It's just so much resentment that builds up, and I think that's what fuels her in her fights, in what she does in life. Me being with Dr. Manhattan, I lose my identity. It's no longer my choice as to whether or not I want to be with him, and the more he drifts away, you know, there's really, I basically just don't have an identity. You know, she's a strong, powerful woman, and kind of gives that female power, that woman power, that myself as a woman, you just kind of go, wow, that's really cool. And I think she kind of takes it and loves it somewhere inside because she has grown up with it, and I think she just has no mercy, and once it's sort of like a red flag, you know, it just goes off, and she gets a thrill out of it, she gets a kick out of it, and it's the adrenaline, and she's only ever lived that way. I think Silk Spectre is definitely no remorse, no mercy, just full on fighter.
Dr. Manhattan begins to lose his practical sense of what will help humanity and what will hurt humanity, and that's one of the interesting things to watch as well, is how someone who can see so much and comprehend so much about the way that the world works is so at sea with understanding what will be best for humanity. It was a role I didn't exactly know how to approach, so to have so much source material was invaluable. It just imagines what people who dress up to fight crime might actually be like. What psychologically would be going on in someone who decides to dress up in a costume and take on thugs. And then he introduces into that an actual super being who's completely amoral. I did very little but put on a kind of intricate pair of pajamas. They did a lot of photographs and intricate studies of my physique and my face, and they did a laser scan of my face, and so I had a mask that I'd put on every morning. I had this map on my face which the computer would recognize and could calibrate to each of my muscles in my face, and so basically I was manipulating the puppet that they had generated in the computer. I also, on the suit that I wore, it was elaborately fitted with lights, so I was a lighting instrument for the other actors essentially. I think Alan Moore wrote the story to kind of put an end to superhero stories. This is what would really happen if these super beings existed. It's unlike anything I've seen before.